Now, week after week, the freeware and payware development teams creating aircraft for Microsoft Flight Simulator never fail to blow me away, and it only gets better and better. Today, I'll be sharing with you some awesome Microsoft Flight Simulator add-on 737 A350 screenshots, analysing and talking about them, as well as sharing some other Microsoft Flight Simulator news. You know how it works, be sure to like, comment and subscribe. Your support is always appreciated, but now let's get into this video. So let's say a massive thank you to everyone that messages me on Discord or Instagram alerting me to some updates. First of all, we've got the Digital Flight Dynamics A350 XWB, which is freeware and it's coming to the sim, hopefully in the not so distant future. Now, thank you to Airman for sending me this Reddit post. I'm not too active on Reddit, so I don't normally see stuff on there, but we've got some amazing screenshots from the freeware A350. Now, Digital Flight Dynamics, as many of you know, are working on a freeware and open source A350 1000 and 900 for the sim. Now, on the version 1 release, which may not be so far away, within the next year, I'd imagine, they aim to have systems better than the default aircraft quality level. Now, they don't give a timescale for this, we have no clue. From these screenshots, 6 months to a year, I reckon, but they may pull it off earlier. And then a year or two after initial release, it may be up to PMDG quality. Who knows, they say. So we can expect an aircraft that is better than the default aircraft quality level, and may even branch up to PMDG, although that is a big step and there is a massive amount of work between default aircraft and PMDG, so I can really only say good luck to them on that. Once again, join their Discord down below if you want to see the frequent progress updates. I try and condense a lot of the information in these videos, but I can't say everything. Now, we've got a nice collection of Blender and in-sim screenshots rolling through on the screen now. From the cockpits to the textured cockpit to the A350 being tested in the sim with the Qatar livery on. Now, I'm not 100% familiar with the A350, of course. They really have big screens and they are touch screens, so it'll be interesting to see how they pull that off. In addition to this, they've also started work on the OIS, standing for Onboard Information System, I believe. And this, of course, is one of those fancy features that Airbus aircraft seem to have, and Boeing don't. I'm not in the know here, I'm not going to lie. But they said they've now completed the main page for it, so it's nice that they're going slightly study level with the instruments. Of course, as they said, they can't expect PMDG level for a while, but hey, it's nice to see that they're going down that route. On top of that, we got a beautiful engine blender render, and I have to say, it does look marvellous. Keep it up, Digital Flight Dynamics. Join their Discord below, guys. I have to say, this is one of the most promising freeware companies, in my opinion. Now, continuing with the theme of the A350, we've got a nice little teaser from the payware company Sim4Flight, who are, of course, also working on an A350. Not much to talk about here, but it seems like the progress they've been making, while kept under wraps, has been immense. We've got a nighttime shot of the pedestal and the throttle quadrant, and you can see in the back there we've got one of the screens self-testing. Not too sure if that's just been applied for this photo or if the systems are working yet. They don't give a lot away about this, but Sim4Flight are creating a payware A350. And this will be study level, or so they say. So something to look out for here. It's just a nice little teaser that they released on their Twitter with the caption, "The calm before the storm." Wonder what that could mean. Maybe they're planning on a big release, but we'll keep an eye on that. Moving over to the Project Megapack team. The work they're making on the freeware 737-800 is picking up the pace now, and thank you to Qubit for sending me some exclusive screenshots. We got some nice renders from Blender, some cockpit window close-up shots, and of course some exterior shots. They've also said that cockpit pictures will be coming soon, so I imagine you'll see that in my next video. Now, of course, it's early days for this aircraft by the looks of it. Ignore the windows, they say, because of course they're not 100% there yet. Freeware developers really are the backbone of the Microsoft Flight Simulator community. We've got a lot to thank them for. So let's hope the good work continues with this one. It really does look like it's starting to come along now. They haven't released as many screenshots as other freeware developers, but hey, let's see it pick up the pace now. Keep up the great work. And of course, my favourite freeware project is still moving along very quickly. We've got the Parallel Flight Simulation 757. I am just blown away. Every single time I look at this aircraft, it gets better and better. And they're now working on the ECAS, which is of course Engine Indicator Crew Alert System. Basically just tells you everything you need to know about the engines, as well as giving you some warnings, and the work they're doing on this is very good. They still need some adjustments clearly, but yeah, it's looking marvellous. And it's nice to see that they've got to this part of the production line now where they can start looking into the in-depth systems. They've done a really good job on the exterior, although work is still to be done, but I am seriously just blown away. I know I sound really positive on these videos, but you've got to remember I'm showing you the best freeware companies. Not to say that the others aren't the best, but these really are the top quality, and I am just blown away every time, I've got to admit. Finally, we've got some nice cockpit updates from the AeroSimualtions A330. This is another freeware A330. We've already had one from the Project Megapack, but this one has been built up from the ground up. And it has to be said, the work they've done in the cockpit is admirable. This is one of the smaller freeware development companies, but they're punching well above their weight. Tell me what you guys think about this one, because for me, it is a really promising cockpit. It's nice to know that they're also developing this aircraft for X-Plane 11, meaning that Microsoft Flight Simulator and X-Plane 11 pilots both get a chance of flying the A330 for free. Moving into more general Microsoft Flight Simulator news, of course we had the recent performance patch released. If you haven't downloaded this yet, I highly recommend you do. It was a hot fix and it was said to increase performance around larger airports. They gave the example of Dallas Fort Worth, but for me, London Heathrow has also seen some improvements. There is a lot less lag around there, especially when loading in or coming close to it. Now for a bit of fun, I'm going to start something with these videos. A bit of aviation trivia. I'm going to put a question on the screen now, and I want to see the answers in the comments down below. I'll go through them and like them all if they're correct. Today's question is, what year did the first commercial jet service begin? And of course, an extra brownie point for naming the aircraft and airline. Thanks for watching this video guys, be sure to like, comment and subscribe. I'd like to say a massive thank you to my business class and first class channel members. My first class channel members get a shout out, so here you go on the screen now. But from me today, that is all, bye bye.
200. 100. 50.
Sync rate.
40. 30. 20. 10.